Alright, so it's Saturday, July something. I posted the other day about the question and answer live stream video. I said I was going to do it Sunday, which would be tomorrow. I'm going to change it, because I've only gotten a couple questions, and based on the views, it hasn't got the views that a normal video gets. And so I'm going to postpone it till Saturday, following Saturday, and that'll help probably, at least in my thought, give it more time to be seen, and would be better for a live stream later on a Saturday night, because a lot of my viewers are further west in different time zones. So if I do it at like 9 o'clock Eastern time, you know, that'll be later in the day for them guys instead of 7 o'clock Eastern time, which will be still kind of early in the day for them guys out there. So we're going to postpone that. But you can see I got the H out. I got the hood on it. I had the front grill on it, but I took it off. I was playing with it. I got it out. Seed drill's out and unhooked. Getting ready to get the 4010 and baler out. And get my manure spreader out. Get the Farmall C out. What I'm doing today is I'm cleaning the barn out. Getting all the equipment out. Get the wheel horse out. Get the C out. Get this stuff out. And I'm going to be doing some pretty intensive cleanup in the barn. I got to get the big international truck in here to get the transmission out of it. And I want to be able to keep my baler inside from now on. I want to be able to keep the baler and the manure spreader inside, along with the H, the C, the 4010, and if at all possible, the 2010. And I'd also like to, I don't know if did I say my grain drill? I'd like to keep the grain drill inside too. But I got to get all this stuff out and organized. I want to try to kill this bale of hay today. Either feed what I can and maybe bale the rest up. Feed to the goats. Get it out of here. I got this goat feeder I made. I don't know if I want to sell it or keep it. I think I'm going to keep it because I thinned my herd down. So clean up around this truck. I want to get this engine put in a box. Maybe make a box today. I was going to assemble the engine, but I think what I'm going to do is maybe go buy some cans of WD-40 and just coat it real good. Put it, make a box for it. Get it up out of the way. And then I might park the H here. So the 2010 can go there. The C and 4010 will probably go right here. I can park stuff in here pretty tight. At one time I had all my equipment in here. I'll tell you what I had in here. I had the combine in here, which, you know, came to like right here in the shop. I had 2010 was parked at the door over there. That's pretty much its parking spot because it's the tractor I use the most. I had the C parked there because it didn't run at the time. Or no, the C was not parked there. I had the Scholes 1100 Massey. It went, I think I had videos of it. There's the 1100 was there. The C was next to it. The 4010 was here, where the C's at, and I had my excavator parked here. It was a tight fit. Or no, I lied. The 4010 was here. The excavator was parked up in there. And what else? I had some other stuff in here too. But I don't remember what it was. Maybe I didn't. Because the excavator was kind of parked right in here. It was a tight fit to get everything in here. So, but what I'd like to try to do, don't think it's going to happen, but I don't use these shelves as much as I should. So I want to get as much stuff as I can put on it. The stuff that I don't need the most to put up in this section. Stuff that I need to get to put over here. But I want to get the manure spreader and baler parked back here. In order to do that, I got to move these cabinets. I'm going to measure, but I think that cabinet will fit right up there. because my baler's just a fuzz over 10 foot, I think. And it won't quite fit in the gap that I have here now. Oops. I measured it the other day, but I didn't do an accurate measurement. I just kind of guessed. Oh, it ain't even... It's less than 9 foot. I overshot it quite a bit when I measured. That wheel was leaning a little bit. It might be. I wonder if it needs wheel bearings. But since the baler is going to be such a key part of my operation, I want to take better care of it. So I got it all laid open. I want to power wash it out real good, clean it all up, degrease it, go through and re-grease it, and maybe wax it or something. But I've been watching a lot of small baler videos to kind of see how everybody treats their knotters and everything. I might not wash it. I might just blow it out really good. So let me get some stuff moved out here, get area opened up, pick up tools and trash, and you'd be amazed once you picked up the stuff off the floor how much room's really in here. You know, I got this little cart that I love. It's my little roll around. It was my tool cart at one time, and then I bought them toolboxes. I got to get it cleaned up and brought back out. All this chicken stuff needs to find a home. So I got to clean the loft out. If the loft was cleaned out, there'd be a lot more room for stuff. But we'll see what we can't get into, so stay tuned. I'll tell you, that's a pretty setup right there. That tractor and manure spreader. Manure spreader might be a little big for the tractor. I don't know, I have to do some looking and see what size manure spreaders they had when they had the H's. I gotta figure out what manure spreader this is. I know it's an IH, but I don't know what model. I don't even know where to find the model at on it. I have to do some researching. I don't see anything. Had me an old treadmill I cut a belt off of. I'm gonna put that right up front there. Keep manure from falling out the front. Yeah, I like that that manure spreader with that tractor. I might actually try it out. I got some manure to spread. But I'm not going to do it until I get, I need to get a new coil for this tractor. I think the coil is why it runs bad when it gets warm. I'm going to get the 12 volt barrel coil for it. You got to run a resistor with them, so I'll get the resistor for it. But yeah, I want to get some pictures of the tractor hooked up to this, hooked up to the combine, and hooked up to the drill, just to have some pictures of it with some implements it probably pulled back in its day. So, a lot more room in here now. A lot more room for activities. Gotta get the wheel horse out and clean some room there. I'm gonna get to 2010 over here and fill the bucket with hay and feed the goats some hay. So, do some measuring, see if I can't get rid of these two cabinets. Put them in the bucket of the tractor and raise them up there. Alrighty, I gotta put this up somewhere. This is decoration for my house. Hang in the kitchen or something. It's a seed, grass seed box for a John Deere Van Brunt drill that I scrapped. I wanted the wanted that for decoration. I saved the box lids off too. They're hanging up above over the little door over there. So alrighty, I'll pick up here in a little bit. Well, I got the hay bale gone. I rebaled it. It's a lot of work rebaling hay. Now, out of half of a big bale, maybe a little bit more than half, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bales. They're not real tight either. I haven't even picked one up. I just baled it all up just to get it out of the way. About a normal sized bale, you got 8 out of it. And you say that was half. You'd get 16 out of a big bale. I paid $35 for the big bale, and I could get $3 a bale out of this. And 3/8 is 24. So there's 24. 2 of them, you get $48 out of a $35 big bale. So I could see where people that rebale bigger bales and the littler bales are making their money. Especially if they got good alfalfa that brings $5 a bale around here. So I did find something I don't want to run through my baler though, that ran through that big baler. Chunk of wood. That would not, I'd probably do some damage, especially if it hit right where that knife edge is on the plunger. I did break one shear pin. I fed in a chunk of hay that was a little too big, and it I had the tractor at an idle, so it didn't cut it. Didn't have enough momentum to cut it, and it didn't shear it. It slipped the clutch, and then I was using the tractor, working the PTO lever, trying to feed it through there. Excuse me, and it sheared it off. So, oh well. They make more shear pins. So I got that done. I got to get the baler out of the way, sweep this up. I'm going to stack that hay in 2 bales of straw right back here and slide that table and turn it. And then that'll be done. I need to see where I want to put that big tub at. That's where I raise my chickens in. It's got to go somewhere. So I'll return. Oh, and if you guys are wondering what it's like to bale straw, or not bale straw, bale hay inside of a building with no breeze, it's not, I think I'd rather be outside soaked. It's only 80 something degrees today, but it's supposed to feel like 100, and humid as could be. It got done raining earlier today, so alright, I'll continue. Okay, got the tractor out. It's sitting right here. Pulled it out with a little wheel horse. It runs, it's just the battery's garbage in it, and it takes too long for it to build up a charge to even want to move it. So, but what I'm thinking is going to happen, I'm going to clean this area up right in here. I'm going to back the manure spreader in on this side. The C will probably go next to it. The baler will go in front of them. The big truck, I'm going to back it in right here, because I don't know how long it's going to be sitting in here with the transmission out of it. And then the 4010 will go in front of it. But what I want to do, I want to get this spot cleaned out. I want to pull everything out, and I'm going to shove it all over there, except for what I'm going to put on the shelves. I'm going to back the big truck in, so that way I can see what it's going to look like in here. And then I'll get that other area cleaned out, and I'll back the manure spreader in there, push the C back into it, and then back the baler in. That should give me the room I need to work on the big truck and still be able to get my tractors out, my manure spreaders, stuff like that. I might even put the C in first, because I don't hardly use it. Although if I get a battery for it, I'd use it more often. I can put a junky Roll King battery in it. It went dead and sat over winter, and it won't build a charge. So that needs a battery. If I get a battery, I'd use it more often. And another thing, these snowmobiles are my uncle's snowmobiles. He don't want to get rid of them. They need a lot of work. But I brought them over here. I was going to work on them. They need to disappear. But he's building his own barn. That's where this car will go. And them snowmobiles, so that'll give us all kinds of room here. Be able to back this truck under there or put a tractor in there or something. The way this barn was designed, Dad designed it. You could pull a car in through here. You could pull it up to that bay and work on it, or pull it into this bay and work on it. That's the tool bay. This was designed for working on the vehicles, and this bay is supposed to get a wall on the front, and this was going to be the storage for all of his hunting stuff. You can see it's got a grain bin in here and four-wheelers and stuff. But that's the way that was set up. And you can see from the day he designed it to where we are now, we've gone a totally different route than what he thought we would go. Bought combines, bought tractors. I got older, I started buying trucks and tractors, and what I would like to do is get me a clear span barn, one of them hoop barn deals, and put up over here where I got that wood and disc and stuff. We built a pad there. He was going to build a barn to put the combine in, and no longer have the combine. We still have it. If anybody knows, if anybody needs parts, needs that whole machine, let me know. I want to get it gone. But we don't have that no more. And he was going to put pheasant run off of it, but that hasn't happened. But I want to put up a clear span hoop barn to put my little combine in out there, my manure spreader, my seed drill, the baler, the mower, and a couple tractors, probably the C and the H, to keep them all out of the weather. But I got that house, so that's swallowing up all my money. But let me get some of this stuff picked up. And I'd like to get that table cleaned off. That table will probably be used for a lot of truck parts. Get all this stuff out of here, picked up, and we'll be good to go. Alrighty, stay tuned. Oh, you guys are awful dirty. Alright. I got the barn cleaned out enough to get the truck in. And it fits in here better than I thought it would. I got plenty of room to walk around it. Can even walk around the back. I left room to move my ladder. Got plenty of room on this side. I wanted to leave plenty of room on the driver's side. That's the way I think the transmission's going to come out the best. But I also wanted to back the truck in, because you're saying, probably, why didn't you pull it in? Keep it tight to this side. Well, I wanted to be able to walk all the way around the truck, and I wanted to be able to do any engine work that I could without having to come all the way up here. And by backing it in, I can get it closer to up here and still have room to walk around it. So that's the reason I did that. It's got a bad air leak, but that air leak's going to get fixed when the transmission comes out, because it's a splitter block on top of the transmission. So all I got to do now is clean up this little area, get the manure spreader and C in here, get the baler in somewhere, and then put the 4010 right here in front of the truck. And I got room on the side if I want to park my wheel horse or my DR there. I got the mower deck on it now. I got room to do that beside of it. So I'll finish up here and show you the results. I'll tell you, that's a good running little tractor. I just used the H. I jumped it with the 12-volt battery. It's a lot easier to put it in the barn when it's running. I'm going to use it to put the manure spreader away and get everything put where it goes. I got the H over there just idling. So this tractor steers a little bit better because it's lighter on the front. So, alrighty. Alright, real quick before my phone dies, I'll just show you I got everything inside. 4010, big truck, C, wheel horse, grain drill, DR, manure spreader, And I got the H in the baler over here. This is just temporary to get everything in. As I clean more of the barn, I'll move stuff around more. And yeah, but I just want to show you I got everything in. Plus a little extra, because I really wasn't planning on getting the drill in. And I thought the 4010 was going to have to sit outside. So, yeah, so hope you enjoyed the little short video. Well, it ain't going to be short. It's going to be probably half an hour. But the video of cleaning up the shop a little bit. I'll make more as I continue on throughout other parts of the barn. But it's getting too buggy out. And with as sweaty as I am, I don't feel like dealing with the bugs. So, and not too far from us, we have mosquitoes tested positive for West Nile, so I don't want to get none of that either. So anyways, I'm going to make a, after I charge my phone a little bit, I'm going to make a short video about the question and answer video and post it, and probably post this after it. So thanks for watching.